Good morning. My name is Sarah, and thank you for allowing to take time to interview with me today. I'm really excited to get to know you. This interview is for an assignment in my Communications Research Methods class. It's a class for anybody interested in the communications department. And I'll be asking you a few questions about your student experiences here at Missouri State University.
Okay.
The interview should last approximately 20 minutes. And with your permission, this interview is going to be video recorded for the later use. They're going to evaluate me on my interviewing skills, and then my class is going to view it too. We're going to upload it onto YouTube and assess my skills as an interviewer. Do I have your permission to video record this interview?
Yes. Where will it be uploaded?
Just onto YouTube, and we're not going to be we're not going to share the URL or anything, so
Okay.
It shouldn't be anybody but our class. To get started, could you please tell me your first name and your year in school?
I'm Jordan, and I'm a sophomore in school. I'm a junior by credit hours.
Oh, did you come in with some credit hours?
I did.
What credit hours? How
I
many?
had 13 credit hours.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what is your current major and current minor?
I am a hospitality and restaurant administration major with a communication minor.
Okay. And have you changed it, or have you always been that?
I've changed it several times, yes.
Oh, that's okay. What have you changed it from?
I started off with health communication, and then I went to socio-political communication, and now I'm in hospitality and restaurant administration, and I'm in food and beverage right now, but I'm looking at either lodging or tourism.
Okay. Wow. Can you tell me a little bit about why you changed your major and why you chose hospitality and restaurant?
Well, when I came in, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and my parents just really encouraged me to pick something so I could get some kind of experience and have an idea of what I did or didn't like. And right now I'm in hospitality because I find it really fascinating. I really like the working with people aspect of it, and a lot of people who know me pretty well have told me that that's something they can definitely see me doing with my life.
Okay, and what about your minor in communications? Was that just...
I just thought it would be a really good pairing. You know, anything in customer service, you need to know how to communicate. So I thought that would be really helpful going into the workforce, telling them that I have taken interpersonal classes and I know how to communicate with customers.
It is a good thing to have with you. With your restaurant and hospitality major, you said that you didn't really want to be in food. You wanted food and drink. You wanted to be in more the...
Yeah, tourism or lodging. I just don't know if I would like to manage a restaurant. That's a lot of stress too, but it's also I don't think it has as much variety as maybe a hotel or tourism. I think there'd be a lot more just different situations every day, and I think that would be more entertaining for me personally. I like having it switched out.
That makes sense. Did you talk to others in this major or minor before you decided to take it?
Yes, I did. My advisors have been really helpful, but I think the biggest influence for me was talking to people who are actually in the major and seeing how passionate they were about their classes, and they just told me the different stuff you would get to do, and I just found that it coincided with my passions anyway.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Did you talk to, how many would you say that you talked to?
I'd say I talked to 3 other people or so.
Okay. Did you explore careers in this area of study before you made your decision to change?
I did. I went online and I did a lot of research, and I looked at the job outlook. I wanted to be sure there were jobs available when I graduated.
Is it a good job outlook?
It is. Okay. So that also helped influence my decision. And I looked at some of the salaries that were made and how many jobs would be open when I graduated. So, like I said, that did help me choose a major.
So you did do your research.
Yes.
What was your most valuable learning experience here at Missouri State University?
I'd say my most valuable experience would be growing as an independent person. In high school, you have your parents nagging on you constantly, do this, you're going to be late for school, and you're being told constantly what to do, whereas in college you have the choice of if you even want to go to class or if you show up on time. You don't have someone waking you up every morning. If you need to go do something, you can't just tell your parents, hey, I want to go here, do you want to come with me? Your parents help you out and stuff. In college, if you have to go do something, you do it on your own. So I'd say growing as an independent person would be the most valuable learning experience.
have any troubles when you first came to school about, people would say the negative side about not having your parents there, about skipping classes and not having them there to wake you up? Did you have any problems or any situations with that?
I'd say the biggest thing was not waking up. In high school, my mom would always yell at me until I got out of bed, and in college, if I didn't have someone yelling at me, I sometimes didn't get out of bed.
That makes sense. What did you learn from this experience? How did it help you grow?
I learned that you're not going to have someone there your whole life. I think that's something we all know all the time. Like, you know, growing up that you're not always going to have your parents, but you find out the hard way what that really means, not having someone nagging you all the time.
Yeah. It's a reality check. If you could offer one piece of advice to prospective Missouri State University students, what would that be?
I would, going along with what I just said, I would tell them to start preparing themselves before they get here. Take their senior year to really do stuff on their own, take their own responsibilities on, and try to limit the use of their parents for help. You can still call up your parents when you're in school, but they won't be there 24/7 to help with everything. So I think students could really work on that, and that would help a lot coming in their freshman year. They would understand a little bit more of what they have to do on their own.
Do you think it would be a good idea to talk to the parents about that too?
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea, especially if people come on college visits. If the advisors here would tell parents, you need to start helping your child become more independent during high school, I think it would definitely help in college.
I know that some parents probably wouldn't take that the right way. Do you think it would be a good idea to have maybe students tell them?
Yeah.
Maybe through SOAR or through just kind of...
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. And maybe telling the students would be better than the parents, because students might take it a little bit better than the parents. But yeah, we have our university ambassadors who are students. We have our SOAR leaders who are students. So they would be able to tell our prospective students that, hey, it is a reality check when you don't have your parents there. So just try to work on that before coming into college.
All right. Well, it seems that I've learned that you have a major in hospitality and restaurant management, and you went to administrations, and you're looking more into the the lodging and the hotels and tourism, and your minors in communications. I think that you're very interested in communicating with people and to kind of help them learn more about themselves and stuff like that, and that your most valuable learning experiences was becoming more independent from your parents and the struggles with that, and just to tell that to incoming freshmen when they do that, and maybe even their parents too, just to let them realize that it is a reality check when they first get here. Do you have any other questions before we close the interview for me?
I don't think so, not at this time.
Well, thank you very much for your time interviewing. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. Have a good day.
You too.